with you. The voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
What's up, y'all? Y'all done caught me. I had to get Twitch up and running, girl. What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Sorry. How y'all doing? I normally be done did this before I came on, but somehow this morning I'm running behind schedule. How y'all doing? Come on in, get the likes up on the video. Happy Wednesday. It is the morning Joce, and we up in here. What's up? Shout out to everybody in the building. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because you're going to come back. We do this every Monday through Friday. So you may as well subscribe and get this notification so you know when I go live, honey. Because I don't really have no day and time. It goes how it goes. Ultimately, yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back to everybody who's here, who's been here, and special shout out to my members. Yes, I got my nails did. Girl, why I can't never get right on this week, girl. Yeah. At any rate, I got my nails redid. Now, I told the girl, my hands is ashy as hell. But look, I told the girl, I said, look, she said, Barbie, you want Valentine? You want Valentine? And I said, no, I don't have no Valentine. So then she pulled out the Mardi Gras colors. And I was like, girl, it ain't Mardi Gras yet. You got to wait. So then she was like, okay, Barbie. And then she said, you let me do. And I told her I didn't want Valentine's, but she still ended up putting some roses. Sorry about how wrinkled my hands is. But she did end up putting some roses up on here. And I got red with roses. So I guess I'm a Valentine hand. I don't know, girl. Barbie, you let me do what I want to do, Barbie. Let me do, Barbie. I know what I do, Barbie. You let me do okay, girl, fine. So I let the girl just do it or whatever. She taking pictures for her little or whatever. And it just is what it is. You know, I mean, it's different, some roses. I wasn't a rose kind of girl. Even though I like roses, but, I just wasn't expecting that. She just basically told me, shut up, let me do it. She almost iffed at me. She almost went like that. I was like, ooh, my bad, girl. My bad. Go ahead on, babe. Anyways, so yeah, I went and got my nails done yesterday, and we had a show yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all go pull up at the Dollhouse. We discussed Super Peach versus Jada Waiter. Girl, the girls are fighting. Super Peach done came out here and got in some business that wasn't hers, and them people put her business out saying allegedly she was sleeping with her own brother. It's a whole lot. Y'all go over to the Dollhouse and check that out yesterday. If y'all missed yesterday's jokes, I forgot what we joked about, but just check it. You get it? But yeah, your girl Vu has been working, man. I'm building behind the scenes, and I'm excited for some of the stuff y'all gonna see that's gonna come out. But anyways, like the video, let's get over the morning announcements. Black America, I love you most. Let me say that again. Black America, I love you most. I love everybody, but Black America, I love you most. I love you more than everybody. And I think that we should love each other more than everybody, just like everybody else do. But because I love you most, I want to tell you about doing your own genealogy. I ain't telling you nothing. All I'm telling you is to go into your own family and start to figure out who you are and who your family lineage is, where you come from. Okay. Make sure you do that, and you'll find it. You'll uncover an inheritance that you didn't even know you had. It is imperative, Black America, that we do our genealogy, because people are stealing our inheritance day after day, all the time, because we have no clue of who we are. The answers are in your genealogy. So please, Black America, if you don't do anything, start your family ancestry. Find out who you are and do your genealogy. Also, meditate, ground, pray. It is time. We are under very heavy spiritual warfare, and it is time more now than ever for us to be grounding and tapping back in, meditating and praying with the Most High or whatever spiritual divine team that you believe in. Now is the time to tap back into that, because it's a lot going on in this world. Okay. So make sure, Black America, you are doing that. Melanated people all over the world are waking up. Shout out to all melanated people. I love all of us. But it's time we make a difference, okay? It is what it is. That's my morning announcements. Now, we got to get into the show. What we talking about today, honey? First of all, speaking of the supers, we ain't going to talk about it this morning. Y'all meet me down at the dollhouse. Girl, did y'all see about Super Scent? And her husband, Ray, put a 3 in the chat, girl. I'm going to pull it up just for a preview. We going to joke this later on, girl. But I saw this and I said, what? Now, I'm not surprised, because if y'all know Super Scent, y'all know who Super Scent is? That's the girl from the Crayon Cake. She from New Orleans. Shout out to Super. She put her friends on. You know what I'm saying? She good. You know what I'm saying? With her people or whatever. Girl, tell me why they done came out and Super's husband, Ray, done been arrested, girl, for domestic violence. Now, if y'all know anything about Super Scent, girl, let me show you the this is all over the Insta, girl. We gonna joke this later. I ain't gonna do this over here. This a dollhouse activity. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this is her husband, Ray. Now, if anybody knows the backstory behind Super and this husband, you know that everybody in their mom was saying, girl, don't marry this nigga. There were many, many, many signs. They literally just had a huge wedding. Well, it was a private wedding, but yet still beautiful and huge for them. And baby, it had already been said in the past that he was putting hands and feet on her, by her. And then a rumor came out recently that he had put hands and feet on her and them kids around there. And she had came out and said that wasn't true. Well, girl, the arrest record has surfaced. And this arrest was from yesterday. Girl, we got a Joce tonight. Make sure y'all pull over and pop all the way out, because we gotta Joce this tonight. Now, I want to say this. I am not lavishing in the fact that she's going through things in her marriage, because I realize a lot of people are piling on Super. And because of that, even if I felt some type of way about Super, which I don't, but even if I was heavily critical of Super, I'm not going to be that critical of her. Now, I am going to tell her what it is. I'm going to call it like it is. But I am not going to pile on her, because it seems like everybody was just waiting for that girl marriage to fail. And that's messed up. At any rate, we will be josing this later on. I don't know what time. It'll be after 5. It depends on what time I get off of here. Probably about 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? About 6 a.m. We'll come on here and jose it or whatever. Meet me at the dollhouse. The dollhouse reacts is where we gonna be josing this. Girl, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could believe it because, I mean, she done came on here and told us the nigga that was popping upside the head. And let me be clear, Super is not a little girl. Super is 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". I know she done lost that weight, but Super ain't no little girl. Super about the size of a goddamn center at basketball. You know what I'm saying? She a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Super ain't no little girl. So I'm not saying, because he's still a man. And my mama said when I was in high school, when I had got into a fight with this boy, my mama had told me, she said, what is wrong with you fighting that boy? She said, boys have muscles. That's what my mama said. So since my mama told me in high school when I had hit that boy have muscles, I have to keep in mind that boys have muscles. So even though Super is 6'6", 340 pounds, all muscle, built like an Amazonian, he's still a boy. And boys have muscles. But we'll deal with it later on, because I don't want to go too far over here. Meet me down at the Joce, at the dollhouse later on, girl. It's a lot. But what are we talking about today? Today, we got to talk about this racially ambiguous woman with a lace front coming out saying black women are lazy. Girl, what? Who are you? We gonna discuss it. Then we got Nicki Minaj says she's Trump's biggest fan. Okay. Chingy says he regrets taking pictures with the TS. What her name is, Sydney Star, because remember Sydney Star had came out and lied and said she was sleeping with Chingy, and Chingy said that was a lie. Well, we gonna discuss that. And then we also got to deal with Corey Holcomb. Unfortunately, Corey Holcomb responded yesterday, and every time he responds, he's making it worse and worse and worse. So we're going to get into all of that. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Welcome to the morning, Joce. This how we roll. This how we roll. This is how we roll. How that song go with this is how we roll. We wanna roll. We wanna roll. How we roll. Ain't that Sierra? I seen that on the Instagram one day. You know I don't listen to new music. I got something in my teeth. Oh, there you go. Love Wisdom, thank you so much for being a member for 13 beautiful months. She says, child, it's a packed agenda today. Glad to finally make a live. Child, listen. You know what's crazy? I was sitting up here saying, you know, it's a decent little news day. And then as soon as I scrolled, I saw, girl, super. I see super. Girl. Thank you for being a member for 13 months. We got a lot to unpack. Listen, I know I'm trying to put out a lot of content because y'all know what's the dates. Let me give y'all my dates. I'm putting in my leave. I don't want to hear nothing. Now, I will be going live sometimes on leave, but don't be looking for me on my regularly scheduled program. Hold on. I'm putting in my leave now. I will be off the 13th of February all the way. You might catch me on a live late on the 18th. That is Mardi Gras. Girl, go lay down. So I'm putting out all this content because I'm going to be in and out between the 13th and the 18th. I'm going to be within and out, okay? I'm going to be where we drink liquor 4 in the morning and we take our naps 6 in the evening. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I will be in New Orleans. I hope it's not freezing when we get down there, girl. I know it's cold now, and February Mardi Gras are very, very tricky because February Mardi Gras is a higher chance of being chilly out. However, we going to cross our fingers, and no, we ain't going to cross our fingers. We going to pray to the universe that it shine down on us, okay? Yeah, Mardi Gras coming up. I'm going to be outside in these streets. Oh, yeah, got to know me. If y'all see me for Mardi Gras, y'all come pull over and say, what's up, boo? I'm going to say, hey, girl, what's going on? What's going on? And anyways, let's get into the show. So I have a few honorable mentions, that you guys know I wanted to come to you and share because I like to keep you guys informed because being informed is more important than anything. Girl, hold on. Okay, let's start with the TikTok. Now, I spoke about this on the Dollhouse yesterday, but I really want to bring it over here to you. So did y'all hear about all that stuff that's going on TikTok? So apparently, if y'all haven't logged into TikTok recently, which I have, apparently when you log into TikTok, they ask you to agree to a new set of rules, terms, and conditions, right? Now, if you are like me and you see rules, terms, and all that, you just scroll up and hit agree because I did that. But apparently, since TikTok has been taken over by the United States, the rules have changed drastically for content creators specifically, but for everybody. They say if you got the app still, they have rights to all of your doggone I heard some sort of level of medical information, also your locations. They said that for content creators, it doesn't matter even if you upload the content. Any content that you draft in the draft box, all of that belongs to TikTok, and they can use it lock, stock, and barrel without paying you nothing. Basically, you kind of relinquish the rights to your name, image, and likeness when you hit the agree button. So they can take your videos, use it in they can use your videos in ads or whatever they want to do, and there's nothing that anybody could do about it or whatever. Those are the new rules and conditions. So my dumb ass trying to just upload my little shorts. I hit agree, and then right after that, all of the videos started popping up. Now I'm not frequent on TikTok at all. Actually, I could delete TikTok and wouldn't miss it today. I'm gonna be honest. I frequent Twitter and Instagram more than TikTok, not because TikTok is bad. It's just because the content, because it's so popcorn-ish or popcorny, it can be very hard to kind of sift through. Does that make sense? So I don't use a lot of TikTok. However, The content creators are freaking out because now I hear they coming over to YouTube to do YouTube shorts. So now if y'all start seeing, first of all, I started already doing my shorts. But now that I know the TikTok people coming over here, y'all about to be hammered with the shorts. Because what now is happening is a lot of content creators are taking their content from from TikTok, and they bringing it over to YouTube shorts. Now, if y'all don't know this, YouTube shorts is a whole nother community under the YouTube tab. Like they got people who just go like on TikTok and just look at shorts. Now, when I went to go, what do you say? How do you say? It was when I went to go try to certify under the YouTube shorts, it's like you got to have 1 trillion hours of this and 1 billion hours. I'm like, girl, who the hell? But then when I think about it, if you uploading content like they do on TikTok, it can actually be beneficial to you. And if you're like me, creating long form content, and let this be a lesson to anybody out there, and I'm still working on this myself. But if you like me and you create long form content, then why not? Especially with StreamYard. StreamYard already give you an option when you get off of the internet to just make some shorts for you. Why not take some shorts and start posting it in the doggone short category, and that could give you another stream of income? This is just me because I thought about it, and I'm thinking, why not share it with y'all? But anyways, the YouTube people are coming over, or the TikTok people are coming over to YouTube, right? And then when the TikTok people come over to YouTube, that means the shorts category is gonna. So like me, y'all gonna see me posting more shorts. If I were y'all should post some more shorts as well. I'm giving y'all the tea. I don't gatekeep information. I want everybody to win. YouTube got trillions upon trillions of dollars to pay everybody in this chat money on top of money, and they won't go broke. So with that being said, even if you just do, like if you used to uploading on TikTok, start putting that stuff over here on YouTube, because I have a real heavy feeling that a lot of that I have a really heavy feeling that most of that audience is coming over here. Between here and Instagram, okay? So that's for anybody out there that's a content creator. But I want to get into this article about what's been going on. Yeah, what you cooking said YouTube Shorts has been the thing. I haven't been. Something just told me one day when I got off of StreamYard was like, you want us to make some shorts? And I was like, okay, sure. And then I saw some of the shorts and I was like, oh, these cute. And then the way it's so easy, I was like, all you got to do is just click on it and hit send. So I'm like, girl, every day I can get on here and post some shorts. Why not? So yeah, I'll be making some shorts. Y'all will see them. If you see some, like them, subscribe. If you haven't already. At any rate, so let's get into the article. It says TikTok users in the U.S. are deleting the app at sharply higher rates following the company's announcement of a new U.S.-based joint venture with removals reportedly up around 150%. Damn, something itching in my back. The restructuring, meant to address national security concerns and avoid potential ban, shift majority control of TikTok's U.S. operations to American investors, while ByteDance retains a minority stake. So now it says the majority of the ownership is to American investors. It says, instead of easing concerns, the move has sparked backlash from users wary of updated privacy policies, data handling, and possible changes to content moderation. It says reports of technical issues and engagements drop have added to the distrust, fueling speculation online. As a result, alternative short-form video platforms are seeing increased interest from users looking for new options. It says, despite TikTok's assurance that user data remains protected, the surge in deletions highlights growing skepticism and a rare moment where users are pushing back against the platform changes in real time. Now, let me give you the real tea, girl. The reason why people really leaving TikTok too, from what I heard, the word on the street is they not paying them people. So when America took over, from what I hear, they say the average for the shorts were like 5 racks a month. I mean, that's cool passive income, but they say that now they getting pennies to the dollar on the TikTok shorts. If I were you and I was heavy on TikTok, first of all, don't be heavy on only one platform. Never have one single point of failure. Let me say that again. Never create a single point of failure with all of this content. Always be on multiple platforms. Always. I don't care if you monetize on all of them. Always do content on multiple platforms. Let's start there first. Even when you get to monetizing, when stuff like this happen on TikTok, you can say, all right, bet, let me pull this and take this short form content, and let's go to other platforms that have short form content, like Instagram. The Reels, it's the same thing. The Reels are literally the same thing as the TikTok things. The YouTube shorts is all the same. The reason why people leaving because they're not getting paid. And let me just say this too. Somebody said buy Google stock. They on YouTube. That's true. I don't know about stock though. I'm not a stock girl. But let me say this. As it pertains to the traffic that's about to start coming over here and to Instagram and also to Facebook, it's about to get hectic. All y'all out there that's thinking about becoming content creators, do it now. Do it now. It is your time. There's somebody out here that's been procrastinating, that's been, I'm going to do it or I'm going to start it. Pick your phone up, prop it up and go live or make your content, whatever you're going to do it now. Now is the time for you to jump in, okay? Please and thank you. All right, now let's move on. Y'all know I be trying to give y'all a little education to try to help y'all out a little bit. I mean, why not? You know, I mean, each one teach one. Pay it forward or something like that. Ain't that what they say to do? Now, I want to move on. Hold on. Did y'all see this girl Gloss Up Glow? She got exposed for being on food stamps or whatever the case may be. And she got embarrassed. Girl, I don't understand why y'all still embarrassed to be on food stamps when these damn Somalians just stole billions of dollars of that shit from us. Y'all is different. Let's get into it.
What's up? He wanted me or he wanted you? He called you? He didn't call me?
No, he said... I called you.
What's up?
I can use your food stamp card.
Bye. Get out. Why would you say... Y'all did not just hear that, okay? Like, Nike, why the fuck would he say that? Now they finna be telling everybody. They finna snitch on me. Jersey is the police, y'all. I swear to God. Yeah, I have kids. I promise I use it for my kids. They say I pinky promise.
Sea moss is plant-based. It's extracted. It's from...
Pause. Now, this is what I don't understand about this whole situation. And let me take this off. Tasha be putting them long ass commercials on these doggone videos. Girl, we don't want to see 30 seconds of the video and an hour you selling those sea moss. Girl, I had to say that part. I be thinking it. I had to say it out loud. Tasha, I like your Instagram page, Fat, but you be putting 5-second videos on with 30 minutes of selling sea moss. Girl, we don't want to see that. I'm sorry. Now, so y'all was thinking it. I just said it. Okay. Anyways, at any rate, why is she embarrassed for being on food stamps? Why? Girl, we trying to get them. Ain't nothing wrong with being on no food stamps. But again, when you living on the internet and you want people to think you're something that you are not, then that is embarrassing. Girl, run me the card. Run me the card. I ain't got no kids. Do you hear me? And I would love an extra $200 extra free money to go get some food around here. Run me the card. But I know we have had this whole history of being embarrassed for being on welfare. And I learned this on my Educational Friday. The reason why Black Americans have never liked being confused or intertwined with the welfare system was because we created systems to make it without the government's help. We thought it used to be shameful to go get their help because we had our own systems to help each other. Shout out to Educational Friday. We learned that. We learned that together. So the reason why it's not necessarily like I'm too good for food stamps or I'm too good for welfare. It's just during the time when welfare was introduced to Black America, we had our own systems to combat it. And anybody who took to the system was kind of like shamed out of the community because it was like, girl, we trying to make independent systems outside of these crackers. That was the mindset then. However, as the time went by, they had the food stamp. What that lady called? The welfare queen, the black lady and all that stuff. It became a bad thing to be on food stamps. Ain't nothing wrong with being on food stamps, but it's not even about the stamps. These girls want y'all to believe that they is rich. These rappers and these actors ain't rich. So guess what you think your nearest social media star is? If the rappers and the actors who've been putting in work for scolds and blows ain't rich, what you think these baddies and these girls on the social media people is? They not rich. You know the ones who get into the money, but for the most part, they on here playing. They on here playing, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Stop playing like you got it when you don't. I knew Gloss didn't have it when she was over there getting beat up on baddies. Because I was like, girl, you volunteered to come over here and get beat up. I never in the day. Like, are you insane? I knew she needed it then. Okay? Now, did y'all see this? Shout out to Neo. Neo had came on here. They asked him if he would do the Super Bowl, and he said he would prefer Chris Brown do the Super Bowl. And let me say this. He ain't lying. Because no matter how you feel about Chris Breezy, I don't give a damn what you say. At the end of the day, when it comes to performance and when it comes to music, Chris Brown is in a class by himself. I don't care if you talking about a rapper or a singer. Chris Brown is in a class all by himself. And let me just say this. It is not even a bad thing that Neo said it, because Neo understands where his power lies. Neo is a good artist, but Neo is a powerful writer. His godlike abilities lie in his pen, not behind the mic. He can sing. He can act. He can sing and he can perform, but that's not where his high suit is. His high suit is behind the pen. And someone who understands what their calling is and understands their talent, they won't have an issue with coming on here saying, nah, the Super Bowl, not really me, but Chris Brown, that's the one you need. Why? Because Chris Brown, I don't know what his game is behind the pen, but I know in front of the mic, he's bar none. Nobody, not even Beyonce messing with him. I don't want to hear Beehive. Don't y'all come buzzing over here with all that ugly ass shit. I said what I said. Not even Beyonce is messing with this boy, not musically or performance-wise. So shout out to Neo. So they asked him, let's get into his response when they asked him.
Have you been approaching through the Super Bowl?
No.
No. Hov, come on.
I don't think I strongly believe that Chris would get the call before me. And to be honest, I would rather see Chris do it. I would rather see Chris do it.
That would be a dope redemption.
Chris would be fire.
He would
the
Super Bowl. He smashed that.
He'll smash the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He'll cook that. He'll cook that.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not gonna put him up there.
Yeah.
He gonna cook it. He gonna cook it too much. They're gonna be like, nah, them powers that be that still want that black cloud over Chris Brown.
Yeah, man.
They not gonna want him cooking real on the biggest stage or
it's really wild to me that people are still holding on to things like that. It's like, does redemption just not exist? Like, are you just forever guilty once you do something? Like, is that what it is?
Yes, you are.
That's
Nowadays,
crazy
yes, you are.
to me.
Yeah.
Especially if you're black.
Yes.
Especially if you're black.
In America.
The fact that the victim involved has come forth and said, man, y'all still on that? The hell is wrong with y'all?
The victim, exactly.
Even she came forward and was like, get off that. Come on. And people, and still people don't, that, I don't know, man. I don't like where we live.
No, yo.
So you moving
Mars,
out? So you leaving the country?
Moving to Mars. I'm getting off this planet, man.
I thought you would have said.
So this is the thing. He's right. And this is the media that keeps the sheeple, the people who just follow whatever they see on internet. It's the media that keeps that narrative alive. Trust and believe. The sheeple on the internet are very fickle. If you tell them something today and then 30 minutes later tell them something different, they off it. It's the media that keeps people upset with Chris Brown so that he won't make it to the heights that they don't want him to make. That's all. The average person ain't angry, big worried about Chris Brown. Even the people who sitting up here saying we don't rock with Chris Brown, they dance when the music come on. Girl, you can't worry about the sheeple on the internet. It's just this system in this media that's got the most of us believing that everybody hate him. When the fact of the matter is this, they can't hate him. The nigga selling out shows all over the world, Craig. So I don't give a damn what Twitter say. I don't give a damn what YouTube say. I don't give a damn what none of these platforms say, or these onesie twosies under the Shade Room comments, because when that boy put on a show, he got sold out seats all over the world, Craig. That goes to show you that the internet sees something different than the world do. That also goes to show you that the internet is a different place than the real world. How the song go? It's the different world than where you come from. I tell y'all, this metaverse is not the same as the real world. The problem with America is we take things from the metaverse and try to mush them into the real world, and that's how we get caught up every time. Shout out to Neo for understanding his power. His power is behind the stage. Behind the pen, not on the stage. And he's right. Chris Brown is the next best thing, I think, performance-wise, to Michael Jackson, to Michael Jabal Jackson. Say what I said. I believe that he's the next, performance-wise, the next best thing. I don't know nobody that's, if y'all know somebody to drop down, and if y'all drop down and say anybody of these new ages, I'm gonna throw up. I'm telling y'all now. Let's move on. Girl, I ain't even gonna play with Slinky today. Not right now. Let's get into the show. Let's get into the stuff that I have. So wait a minute. I want to start with Chingy. So y'all remember Chingy had took that picture with Sydney Starr. Sydney Starr is the trans woman that came out on Love and Hip Hop back in the day. And let me tell you my theory about Sydney Starr. Sydney Starr was a plant. I believe Sydney Starr was a plant to come into the industry and do exactly what Sydney Starr did. Now, let me say this. I've seen Sydney Starr in person. That's a beautiful TS. I'm going to say it again. I've seen Sydney Starr in person. That's a beautiful TS. I'm talking about, and it was years ago, but I ain't gonna lie. When I seen Sydney Starr face to face, that's a beautiful TS. That bitch look like a girl. That bitch look like a girl. I know it's a boy. I know it's a boy. But I'm telling you, in real life, with these here eyes, that's a beautiful bitch. I'm just saying, that's a beautiful bitch nigga. Let's call it that. Let's call it that. You know what I'm saying? A bitch nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga bitch. I don't know. Let's call it that. Whatever. All right. Now, fast forward. Chingy, around the time, was getting ready to go off of his, I think he was getting ready to do a bit of independence from his label. And all of a sudden, he pops up with a picture with her, Sydney Starr. Now, I'm telling you, I seen the girl in person. And when I seen her in person, she don't look like no boy. She don't even look like no TS. And she don't wear a whole bunch of makeup like always. When I think that she did not have on a whole bunch of makeup. This girl, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I understand how some of them can really pass. Because this one can pass. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up. This one can pass. If you didn't know who she was and you never seen her, you would think she was a girl. Say what I said. Anyways, listen. When he took the picture with her, I'm pretty positive he did not know she was a TS. But right after he took the picture with her, it goes viral and she makes it seem as if they are dating. Now, mind you, she just coming on Love and Hip Hop and everybody knows that Sydney Starr is a TS. Was it Love and Hip Hop New York? Put it in the chat. I don't want to lie, but it was one of them Love and Hip Hops where Sydney Starr came out. It was right after that. The picture surfaced with her and Chingy and the internet went crazy. Now, I remember Chingy coming out like pissed, like damn near in tears and was like, first of all, I don't even know that person. I never met this person. I don't know nothing about this person. And this person is not dating me and I'm not dating them. But because we were all on that LGBTQIA plus, you can't say nothing negative about them. It was almost blasphemy for this boy to even come out and defend himself against it. For instance, like when he would try to come out and say, I'm not no trans, I don't date trans, or I'm not gay, the community would attack him to be like, oh, are you being homophobic? Are you being transphobic? And he couldn't really do nothing. So much so the boy had to just lay down. And his career ultimately died because of it. Now, fast forward. Sydney Starr came out, I want to say a few years ago, and just randomly came out and was like, oh yeah, it was a lie. I wasn't never dating Chingy. It was all fake. I'm sorry. But the boy career already dead. I believe Sydney was a plant. I believe Sydney was put on Love and Hip Hop, put in his path, and probably many, many other paths to do exactly what Sydney did. It lines up too well. Sydney came in right around the time the LGBT, not even LGBT, it was the trans movement. Not because let me tell you, from me as a heterosexual woman, I look at the trans movement as separate from the LGBT movement. I know y'all like to mush them together, but I see them as two completely different movements. I see the trans movement as a movement of its own that needs the LGBTQ to back it up. That's what I see. So when he was coming out saying, I don't date trans, it was the trans community that was, oh, you transphobic, da, 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 and some of the gays who was thinking they were being supportive. But the fact of the matter is, he wasn't being phobic. He was just saying, I don't date these people, and this is a lie. And this boy lost his whole career. But anyways, I want to let y'all hear him talking about that situation. Y'all like the video?
That's when that 09 situation happened with the person lying on me.
Yeah.
And so that rough patch got a little more rougher.
The 09 situation is when the trans dude lied and said he had some relations with you or whatever, and that was proven to be false. Yeah. But how did you handle that person though? Because I know you know it came out and he eventually said that he lied and all of that stuff. But how did you deal with that? Like, did you go after him legally or anything?
So how I dealt with that, actually, I didn't go after the individual legally, but had somebody around me who was supposed to be a friend that practiced law that didn't even say to go after them legally. Keep in mind, I'm still young-minded. I don't really know a lot of things. And so that's when that.
Hold on, because I'm going to let him finish. But he said the person around him who he thought was a friend who practiced law never once told him you could process this thing legally. You can do this thing legally to make her stop. But again, when they setting you up, they going to put people around you who you think are there for your best interest. And a lot of these people are working with the agenda. Let's be clear.
So, but my main thing was I'm thinking like, ain't nobody gonna believe that. I ain't getting nobody no reason to believe nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people who wanted it to be true because it was outlets that was talking about it and talking to that individual. And I ain't never heard nobody be like, well, let's get Chingy on the phone. Let's call up Chingy. And these are radio personality people that I didn't hung out with, that I knew. And the Breakfast Club, like Envy and Angela Yee. I used to do interviews and stuff with them all the time. Hang out with them in clubs, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why ain't none of these people call me up to see?
Well, that was your first problem. Angela Yee, Charlotte McGay, and that pancake batter mix looking ass nigga. They are definitely one of the main progenitors of the damn movement, of the system, of the hijack. They work on the opposite team. Remember, Charlotte McGay and them always had them LGBTQ dolls in the background doing stuff, giving each other booty pads and making butt jokes and gay jokes. They are the enemies. I don't know why he thought any of them had his back. They definitely on the other side.
My take on this. And I took it as everybody wanted it to be true, but they allowed that individual on there, and they gave that individual a platform to speak about it on so many platforms. So me, sticks and stones break bones, but words will never hurt me. I know myself. See, this is the thing. A lot of people out there don't know them. So, but my main thing was I'm them as energy beings. I know myself. I know who I am. I know that ain't true. I know that eventually that's going to pass by. And eventually the individual told the truth. It came out. Now, by the time they told the truth, it came out, damage done.
Yeah, because that was like how many years of damage?
Somebody will still say something about that today.
Yeah.
It's pretty much over with today, for real.
But you still have somebody
but you still got somebody to say something.
You. Yeah.
It's been so many people that have DM'd me and hit me on social media apologizing for believing that. But the damage was done. I had a MasterCard credit card deal, like with my own MasterCards, man. I was finna sign to Interscope. I was on LA on yachts and shit, eating fruit with these people, talking about album deals, and I had a lot going on at that time. And all that, boy, when that hit, him as gone. And there's people today, some of these dudes and wearing these actually looking like girls sometimes. Somebody took a picture of me being nice to a fan who came up and was excited to meet me and saying how much of a fan they was and just wanted a picture because they love my music and stuff. And I took the picture. And they based a 2-year relationship line off of that. So what I did was I was finna stop taking pictures with homosexual individuals. And nothing against them, but I thought like that's what they gonna do.
You didn't want to be compromised.
Didn't want to be compromised at all. But then you know what type of individual I am? I said to myself, all of them didn't do that to me. They don't deserve that.
Right.
And so I still took pictures with homosexual people when they wanted to take a picture with me because that's gone. And it's people, that's the type of heart I got. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna stop being me because somebody decided to be evil.
Right.
That's gonna come back on them.
You know, I can absolutely relate to that.
I see a lot of artists who turn these people down who want autographs. I've seen a lot of artists turn kids that's 6 down, like little kids. I've seen artists actually turn down little kids, and these artists be highly successful. But I've watched them not want to take pictures with kids, turn down kids, get their security to get little kids. Though I'm watching this shit, I'm like, damn, how do they do that? Like, how you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little 6-year-old girl. Like, how did you just do that? But then somebody will go, we take a picture with somebody and they lie on us. We get all this drama. That's the type of heart I got. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't gonna stop being me because when I first came.
Now, let me say this before we get to Sydney. Let me say this.
Decided.
First of all, that man didn't deserve that because it was all a lie. She lied. Sydney Starr came out and lied and said that they were dating or that she was messing with him when it was not the truth. The fact of the matter is he lost a lot. He lost, it sounds like, a career. He said he had MasterCards. He was on yachts and all that stuff. But you know what? The only thing I could think of, Chingy has a heart. He has convictions. And maybe rejection for you, Chingy, was your protection. Maybe that was God, the ancestors, pushing you out of that industry to get you out the way for something. You see what I'm saying? Because he's talking about the things that he lost. And I'm not saying that he's honing in on it, but I know he mentioned, oh, I had MasterCards. I'm on yachts with these people. We out here doing this. We out here doing that. You see what these industry niggas getting now. Maybe, just maybe, it was God and your ancestors plucking you up out the way and be like, not him. It's going to seem like the end of the world. And I get it. He going to go through some things. But maybe this rejection, I'm telling you, was for his protection. I ain't going to say maybe. I know it. That rejection was for your protection. I hate that you had to go through it in the way in which you went through it. However, everything comes with lessons, and he seems to understand energy and things of that nature. So I'm pretty positive he gets that. But ultimately, it shouldn't have been done. He should not have been branded as this guy. And this is the worst part. It wasn't even the brand that he was messing with the girl. He got more backlash because he said he wasn't messing with Sydney Starr when he wasn't. I believe Sydney was a plant. And I think Chingy, you still look the way you looked it back in 2009. Shout out to Chingy. You still looking good right there, okay? You still look young like when you was out there saying, how would you weak with his... When he say, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. You gonna make me put that on when I get off. You still look good, fam. Don't worry about it. Maybe the Most High got something better for you. You might have to just go sit down right quick and come back for this. Let's get into Sydney Starr, what she said in the past.
Came out. I had the thing with Chingy.
You destroyed his life.
No,
for fun.
Adam, no,
Yeah,
I didn't. People don't really understand.
So I want to act like I'm good when I'm really bad.
Life or career. It was just something. I was very young at that time. I was only 19 when I met him.
Shout out to Chingy.
I wasn't even 21 years old yet when that happened. I was young-minded. I started my transition at 15. I'm gonna be real. I was young. I was 19. I was a backup dancer. You know a lot about that, Amber. We being backup dancers. So I was working for a show that was with Shauna the rapper, DTP. No, not DTP. God damn it. Shauna getting some head. Shauna.
Timberland.
Yeah, no.
Wasn't Shauna?
Ludacris.
She was the one in Ludacris's group. Oh, yeah.
So I was working with her. I was on tour. And Chingy opened up for one of the shows. And I always had a big crush on Chingy. So the thing was, I wanted to get a picture. And because when I first came out, I had the thing with Chingy.
You destroyed his life.
No! He was very welcoming.
And then you posted it and lied to the world and told everyone you fucked him.
Meaning Chingy was very welcoming and taking a picture with somebody who was admiring him for his craft and for his talent as an artist.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what happened was, I was only 19 years old. So people were in my ear saying, Sid, you got to do something with this because you're a trans woman. They're not going to pay no attention to you. This was, mind you, 2010. Trans women were not being looked at for anything. I was the first trans woman to hit the scene on World Star Hip Hop, Media Takeout. It was only me and one other trans woman. And her name, I'm going to say her name. Should I say her name? Amaya Scott. Just me and Amaya Scott. That was it.
Which coincidentally, you guys.
I was the one that was really taking the Harriet Tubman role. I was fighting for the trans women at that time.
By lying and destroying another black man.
No.
Yes.
No, Adam. No one was talking about Chingy at that time. He was very welcoming. I actually made the world start talking about him again. But
Are you insane? Because what Sydney's trying to lead toward is, I threw him out there bad, but in my defense, I was young and I was trying to fight for the trans girls. This is not about all trans girls. Shout out to the T's of the LGBTQ community. I'm talking about them ones that's in that sector that think like this. So you just ruined this man's whole career because you wanted to fight or be the voice for the trans girls. And you know what, too, Sydney? That's why your ass was running around there begging to be on Zeus Network and it was kicking your ass off of every doggone episode. That's why your career went nowhere. Nowhere, because it was based off of some bull. Sydney could have definitely came into this industry and did whatever Sydney wanted to do to represent the T's or the trans girls. But Sydney did what I believe Sydney was told to do, which is take him, because remember, it's about destiny swapping. It's about energy sources. Y'all got to think of this in the spiritual context. Matter of fact, I'm going to start explaining some of this stuff in the spiritual context so y'all can understand it in both spiritual and physical context. Think of it in a spiritual nature. At the time, Chingy is already up. He is already that dude. And he's about to go independent. He got other stuff in the tank. He about to be lit. He just is. He was popping just as hard as Nelly at one point. If you wasn't there, you wouldn't understand. She's coming up as the new trans. They're trying to push all these TSs in the doggone spotlight. Of course, energy-wise, it would behoove her to go to Chingy where the energy is already up and he's already on to try to destiny swap. And for a moment, it worked because once she came in and said, me and him dated or we dating, it completely killed his career. And what happened to Sydney? Sydney went on to do Love and Hip Hop. Sydney went on to do BGC, all types of stuff. Not Bad Girls Club, Zeus Network, all types of stuff. That is spiritual warfare, y'all. Y'all, if you look at it in the 3D room, all she did was lie on him, and then she got the spotlight, and he got put to the back. In a spiritual sense, she destiny swapped with him temporarily, because one thing about these evil spirits, they cannot last long. And one thing about the universe, the Most High and the ancestors, they'll let you get bumped. Oh yeah, they will let you bump your head because you got to find the lesson in all of this. But you're not going to be down forever. And that's why I believe Chingy got some other stuff probably coming from him. But Sydney is down bad for this. And at the end of the day, Sydney should have been canceled for this shit, especially when he came out and said that wasn't true.
Became a warm-hearted, good person in my soul. I apologized. I made a video on World Star Hip Hop and apologized.
But what did you do to?
I tried to make things right.
No. But what did you do to make things wrong?
Took a picture with him and lied and said she had sex with him.
Got it.
No.
Got it. Well, I just wanted to. I wanted to be
I
clear.
don't like that. I don't like that. Thing was, I made a mistake. I'm only human, and I would never do no bullshit like that ever again.
What did you do?
I didn't do nothing, right?
Got it.
Nothing.
Okay,
Because I ain't gonna lie. That shit really pisses me off, Adam.
What?
I didn't know how
And this would make me mad with Ray J or hoe ass, punk ass nigga. Now, what if somebody would have did that to your little bitty ass when you was around there sniffing Brandy and Lil Kim's ass? What if somebody would have came out in the late 90s and said Ray J is a punk? And he be over there with the TSs. Nigga, you'll be over here windmilling and crying and getting Sonya to come over here and windmill on everybody because you know it would be wrong. Don't sit up here and ask her what she did wrong. Even if she did wrong, even if she did nothing, I'm sorry. What Sydney was wrong about was she knew that shit was lies and she let them people go with the move. All Sydney had to do from day one was come out here and say, that's not true. I don't know that man. All I did was take a picture with that man. But Sydney did not do that because Sydney knew that it was going to make Sydney blow up. Sydney ain't shit, and Ray J ain't shit neither. That's why he on here lying about dying. He better calm down and chill out. You know, I had a great auntie. She used to lie and say everything was wrong with her. And when she died from everything she said was wrong with her. Ray running around here talking about his hard work and that 25% God gonna knock that bitch down to 2. He better watch his mouth, little nasty tail self.
Never let it go. But my thing is, let me live. Let me have my career. They won't leave me alone like Michael Jackson. Leave me alone with that Chingy shit. Let me live. I'm a human being. I made a mistake.
They're making
a mistake. So I'm on a good road now.
Are you guys
I actually made the world start talking about him again. But
that was messed up. Shout out to Chingy. Don't worry about it. Glad he understands energy. So he knew that there was a negative evil energy jumping into into Sydney to do exactly what that was, because that's what happens when you walk in the light. But I will say this, it was all jacked up, it was all messed up, he didn't deserve it. But Chingy, and not just Chingy, somebody out here, rejection a lot of times is your protection. Even if it feels like you about to lose everything, a lot of times rejection, especially in these hours, rejection is your protection. Don't take it like that. Find the lesson and move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love is wisdom. Thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. I read this one. She said, child, it's a packed agenda today. Yeah, I read this one. Thank you, boo. Sir Will, thank you for the super chat. Says it's definitely the it's definitely different. The LGBT are sexualities and the rest of them are identity crisis people. I'm not going to confirm nor deny, but I'll say, I'll stop you when you start lying. Keep going. I'm just playing. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says it's funny how Saucy can recall all the industry benefits. Yeah, can reap all the industry benefits while Chingy has to suffer. Tired of the mustache X lace front combo. The mustache and the lace front. You know, like I say, that's why people like Saucy not popping no more neither. Saucy over there on TikTok sweating, begging for doggone gifts. Because that thing, the people that they used to usher in that stuff was only temporary. It was just something they used. It was never meant to last long term. That's why Sydney over here scraping and scrapping for a job and Saucy over there sweating and scrapping for a doggone gift. Okay. It just is what it is. Now I want to move forward. I need questions answered. I need answers to this question. Who is this girl? Who is this lady? Who is this? This lady goes on a podcast to make a blanket statement, and I'm only seeing a small portion of it. But this lady hiding under this lace front went on a podcast to make a statement that black women are lazy. Now, in the midst of her making the statement that black women are lazy, she's going to talk about how black women work for low wages. So I am of confusion. Are black women lazy or no? Because if we were lazy, we wouldn't be working. We would actually be somewhere sitting up waiting for somebody to do things for us. But this weird looking woman who looks to be what I don't know under this lace front done sat up here and said black women are lazy. And I hate that. First of all, I can't stand a single woman on a podcast with other men. Y'all the most pick-me bitches this side of the Mississippi. I can't stand you hoes. Y'all hoes get on this podcast, on these podcast mics with these full of men, and y'all just get to being stupid. Y'all get to sounding slavery stupid and Jim Crow slow. Y'all be wanting so much to sound like the niggas so you can be accepted and chosen that y'all don't even realize how stupid y'all look. So here it is, this weird looking, racially ambiguous, possibly maybe somewhat black woman, because I don't know what the hell this is on here saying that black women are lazy. I'm so tired of these questionable black people speaking and putting their dick suckers on black Americans. Leave us out of your business, whatever you are, woman. Whatever you think you are. And the next time you're going to come on here and say something about us, at least get yourself together when you say it. Girl, I don't even want to spend too much time on this. Let's get into what this lady had to say about black women being lazy. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. And you know what? These lace fronts are beginning to be a goddamn costume. It's too much hiding under these lace fronts. I can't tell who is who. Ugly ass.
A lot of black women are lazy.
Wow. Black women lazy? I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
A lot of black women are lazy. A lot of, and I can't say a percentage number because, you know, I'm no statistic or analytical person, but a lot of black women want to either be taken care of, want to remain on Section 8 in public assistance, or are comfortable being a CNA with the W-2 position, right? And
pause. Black women either want to be taken care of. Name the section of the world where black women are being taken care of. I want to go. I want to visit the world. There has to be a section or at least a few communities across the world where there's these groups of black women being taken care of. I would love to see it. I like to visit. That's not even a thing. Black women don't even have the luxury of dreaming about being taken care of. So that right there, that statement is flawed. Secondly, then she said, what else she say? Oh, we want to be taken care of and we want to work Section 8. No. Yeah, we want to be on Section 8. The majority of black women are not on Section 8. There's a large number of us that won't even get and can't even get approved for welfare. Yet and still, because the stigma puts welfare and Section 8 on black women, even though we've seen here recently, the Section 8 really is going to the immigrants. But because the stigma says that black women are on Section 8, regardless of the facts of today, here you go repeating that ugly ass shit. You raggedy and face looking ass bitch. Didn't turn around and say we lazy, but we work W-2 jobs as CNAs. I don't know no lazy bitch that enjoys wiping old folks' ass for a living. You can't be lazy and even do that sort of a job. Pack this freckle-faced raggedy Ann and Andy bitch doll out of here. Who is this hoe? I'm so tired of these hoes hiding under these lace fronts and we can't tell who they is, who her mom and them is, where she come from. Is she black American at all? And don't tell me her having a bell pepper nose and freckles is enough to make her black. We off that. Who is this bitch? Where she come from? Who her mom and them and where their lineage come from? I'm so tired of these hoes running their dick suckers about us. Keep us out your mouth. And it's always a bitch who ain't black, who could be passing for everything but it, on here talking about us. Bitch, you need to be talking about what the fuck going on with hoes who look like you. I don't even know who this hoe is. I never heard this hoe. But they hide under these lace fronts. You can't tell with her ugly ass. That hoe look like the washed up, the leftovers from Kiki Wide, bitch.
Not all, because there are black.
Hold on.
Okay, you know, they're not all. They're not all.
There'll be a lot of black CNAs that get offended with you saying, with you turning your nose up at CNA. I'm just letting you know.
Because I'm not wiping no shit for $18 an hour. And they're proud of that. Girl, I make $21 an hour. $800 a week. What the fuck you gonna do with $800 a week?
CNA community.
So I'm of confusion. Either they lazy or they not. Because if they lazy, they're not working. So you mad that the lazy girls are working, but they only making $18 to $21 an hour? Which one is it, bitch? Which one is it? Which one is it, Bisquick? Bitch, your face look like concrete before they mix it, bitch. What is it? What is it? We either lazy or we not. Again, these racially ambiguous hoes who you can't quite put your finger on who these hoes is, stay keeping us in their mouth. We need to shut these hoes down ASAP. Bitch, you don't need to speak on us. We don't even know what you is. We don't even know what you is, bitch. We don't even know if you're a girl or a boy at this point. But here it is. We lazy, but we want to make $18 to $21 an hour. We not lazy. Just say you just say you want to get on the mic and say something and go viral. Just say you wanted to go viral. Just say you wanted somebody to give your funny looking ass some attention. Because you look funny. Your skin is uneven. Your freckles is uneven. Bitch, you look funny. You wanted somebody to give you attention, and you're going to get all the attention you need. Let's give her the attention.
He is going to come after you. Then.
Are they? Yeah. I apologize. Because we do need them. I just would never be one. A lot of Black women are lazy.
Because we do need them. I just would never be one. Well, I hope when somebody wipe that BBL, because you look like you got a BBL ass. And this is no shade to the girls with the BBL. But I hope whenever, if ever, you make it to that age, because you look like you're going to wither away like a prune. But I hope if you get to that age, somebody has some sort of wherewithal to even want to stick their hand between your BBL booty and wipe your nasty ass. Dark, evil spirit, weird ass bitches. I am so tired of these hoes who we got to find out who you are speaking on us. Keep us out of your mouth. Go speak on the hoes with freckles. Talk about what them hoes doing. Talk about the hoes who look like whatever you look like under that lace front. Go talk about them. Keep us out your mouth. And she look bad built. And she look funny. Whole probably on that podcast giving up coochie to get to anybody so anybody could give her a chance. I'm so tired, girl. Get her off here. Get her off here. Black women, continue to adjust your crown. Continue to do your big one. We the most educated. We the most entrepreneurs. Girl, Black women, the world ain't shit without us. Continue to adjust your crowns. It's just the devil. That's all. It's just a bunch of devils coming in mad. A bunch of hoes who ain't Black. Mad, bitch. She look at her. I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too if I looked at like this. Bitch. I'd be mad. I'd be pissed. I'd be in shambles, bitch, like Anton Daniels. Bitch, I'd be in shambles if I had to look like this on a day-to-day basis. Ho, mind your motherfucking business, slut. Get off of here. Now let's get Nicki out the way so we can get Corey out the way. Nicki is a Trump fan. She said she Trump's biggest fan. And I want the Barbs in the Barty gang. Which one is she? Barbs? Which one is Nicki, people? I want the Barbs and the Barty gang people to know this. That's good for y'all. You know why? Y'all gonna learn. And this ain't just about Nicki. It's about all of these girls. Your favorites are not your friends. I don't know who needs to hear this, but your favorites are not your friends. As a matter of fact, your favorites are your foes. Your favorites actually don't like any of you. They don't. They use you. They use your emotions. They use your pocketbook. They use your wallet and your mind. But they don't give a damn about you. All this time, y'all thought Nicki Minaj was pro this, pro that. Soon as Nicki get in the bind, she over there stuck in the... You get it? She over there doing horrible things for pieces of change. And I don't think them be horrible, but I know y'all do because y'all thought she was one way when she is not. Let this be a lesson to y'all, not just Nicki. All of your faves are using you. None of your faves are your friends. They are all your foes. None of your favorites are your enemies. They are all your foes. And at any given moment, they will throw you, and me under the bus for their own best interest. That's why they got where they are. Yes, because contrary to your belief, your fave got to where they are for doing exactly what they doing to us in the mass. Basically giving us the middle fingers. Okay? Yeah, hold on. Let me get you up out of here. Yeah, Nubia. I appreciate you. Let me get you up out of here. Let me ban you for good. We're not gonna even put you in timeout. See, Nubia thought she was gonna come over here and promote that whack ass podcast. But let me get you up out the paint. Nubia, I appreciated you yesterday. And plus, I ain't even gonna say that. I appreciated you coming on yesterday. You was full of crap, but let me get you up out the paint. Thank you. Appreciate you. Come back on the fake page. Anyways, Nicki, back to Nicki. Nicki and all of these other celebrities are not your favorites. Are not your fans. I'm sorry. They don't like you. They will throw you under the bus immediately. Immediately. And that's what Nicki did. So Nicki is up there talking to Trump. I'm sorry. She's up there giving a speech. First of all, she must be really little. How tall is Nicki Minaj? That whole, the microphone swallowing her. Hold on. How tall is Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is 5 feet 3 inches tall, which is 1.57 meters. She shared this information herself in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter.
She an inch shorter than me. Me and Nicki about eye to eye. She's so little. She an inch shorter than me. I'm 5'4"3/4. I call it 5'5", but the people say 5'4" 3/4, or whatever the case may be. She's so little behind the podium. Oh, little ugly self. She pretty. I ain't calling her ugly. But look, so she's over there and she's saying, she's making an announcement to the world that she is Team Trump. She's Trump's biggest fan and it's never going to change. And I need y'all to get that through y'all heads. And for all of the barbs who thought, oh my God, I can't believe she's turning on us. Welcome to the party, you late. She was never on your side. Let's get into it.
I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan.
Is this thing on repeat?
And that's not going to change.
Okay, yeah, they got it on repeat. I'm like, wait a minute. This bitch done said this about 4 times.
I don't know what to say, but I will.
Anyways, and you know, the news media, the neighborhood talk, they pushing this so y'all can really be mad. Basically, the industry wants y'all to cancel Nicki. I don't give a damn what you do. Cancel her all you want. I don't care. They want y'all to cancel Nicki because she's Team Trump. Because remember, all of these sites are read by the left. They ran by the left. I'm sorry. So, but I brought this up because I don't want people to be upset, first of all, with her choice. I don't think it should be bad that she has a different political choice than most. However, when you use these political choices to make money and make it seem like you with the people, then I completely understand. Nicki wrong for that. However, she said what she said. She picked a side. She's Trump's biggest fan. Do I believe that? Hell no. She must be trying to get a pardon for her nigga. She must be trying to get citizenship for herself. I don't know what she's trying to do, but whatever it is, she's doing it well to make sure she don't get kicked out. And Nicki then came on here and said she Trump's biggest fan, child. Let's move on. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Ain't my business. Come on, Nicki. Let's go down to the studio and drop some beats. Nicki, let's get down to the studio and drop some beats. I would love to drop some beats. I was listening to her song yesterday. Like them by the two. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. I say, go ahead on, Nicki. You be doing. She put a little bop in there every now and again. Now, I don't like this new Nicki music, but that bad bitches, big differences. That's the name of the song. That one a bop. That one a bop. That one a bop. Like my honey's blue. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. I ain't gonna lie, that one. I had the bass going up on that one. That one was bopping the other day when I was going up the road. That's all right, Nicki, with your crazy tail self. With a crazy ass. Go ahead on, Nicki. You got a couple of little bops, not a lot. You got a couple of them. At one point, Nicki was at when she was with Safari. When she was with Safari, them bitches was. Hey, say what you want about this little lame ass. When she was with Safari, girl, them bitches was popping. Yeah, y'all, I told y'all I used to be a barb before they was barbs. Listen, when I be telling y'all about these fan bases, it's because I used to be there, girl. I don't be talking to y'all from a level of just judgment. I'm telling y'all because I was there. I was a Barty. What was Cardi? Before Barty had Barty Gang, I was a Cardi B fan. All of this stuff I be talking to y'all about because I lived it. I was there, girl. I put my daughter on Nicki Minaj back when she was about 5. Before they even had Barty Gang. Or what are they, barbs? Before they even had bars. Before she even realized she was going to be Nicki Minaj the way that she was. Girl, I've been a girl, please. I was on Nicki when y'all was in diapers, honey. I know the old Nicki. I just don't know the new one. Okay, let's move on. We got to get into Corey Holcomb. Let's do a commercial break. Let's do a commercial break really quickly before we get into Corey. I need y'all to do me a favor. I haven't done a commercial break in a while, but I need to do one now. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you are new. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. If I haven't told y'all today, you are beautiful, and I appreciate you. I would appreciate you more if you went on and liked this video, okay? Like the video. I'm about to give y'all a commercial break, and I'll come right back, and we'll jump right into the Corey Holcomb situation. Let me see what we're going to put on here for... All right, I'll be back.
Let's go, Miss Peggy. Let's go, Peggy. Miss Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother. Make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, do it for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Wobble for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Ooh, Peggy Sue, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy, ooh. Peggy about to say she about to work it like a black girl. Make that ass jump, make it rock like a black girl. Rock. You fine, Peggy. You fine, Peggy. Ooh, you fine, Peggy. Ooh, bow-legged Peggy and a booty kind of heavy. Bend it on over, girl, toot it like a levy. Bow-legged Peggy, booty kind of heavy. Bend that ass over, toot it like a levy. Lift that ass, lift that ass, lift that ass. Ooh. Peggy about to work, she about to rock, she about to move, she about to make it. Oh, Miss Peggy.
And we're back. I hope y'all hit that like button. Let's get into Corey. Corey Holcomb is why we are here. Y'all, we done went down and saw all this stuff going on between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. I'm gonna give y'all the quick little rundown, cliff notes. Ain't gonna keep going through this every time because if y'all ain't up to date on this Corey Holcomb versus Anton Daniels thing, I don't know what's going on with you. Okay, now let's get into it. So Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels, they get into a back and forth, and in this said back and forth, Anton Daniels decided to come to Corey Holcomb's podcast, and I told y'all it was a setup. Everything that has been happening from the beginning is a setup. This is not anything happening by happenstance. This is not nothing happening by coincidence. This is all a setup. Anton targeted Corey Holcomb from the beginning. I told y'all that. Hold on, let me pull him up. Hold on one second. Anton, I believe, targeted Corey Holcomb from the beginning. He studied him. He even mentioned that he studied Corey Holcomb. And he did this because he had a plan, a much deeper plan. I'm starting to learn. At one point, I used to think that people think like me. I don't know why I thought like that. I think every person in the world at some point in life think that people think like them. But the fact of the matter is, most people don't think like you, right? And I thought things were obvious, that things that were obvious to me was obvious to everybody. But I'm starting to learn that that's not necessarily the truth. So just to kind of give y'all a little backstory, Corey Holcomb goes over to Anton Daniels' podcast. Nope. Anton Daniels goes over to Corey Holcomb's podcast. Corey Holcomb didn't know that Anton had studied him all the way up until he got there. And when he said studied, I don't think y'all understand the magnitude of what that means. Studied mean watch your content, not only just watch your content to see what you talk about, to see your temperament, how you are, what makes you mad, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what gets emotions out of you, what gets a rise out of you, what do the people like about you most, what do the people hate about you most, what are triggers for you, what are some things that people can come on here and say to get you upset. That's the things that is happening when Anton says, I studied you. That's what that means. It doesn't mean I just went down and watched a whole bunch of your content. That's that surface level thinking shit. When somebody say they studied you, that means they looked at everything regarding you. Good, bad, and indifferent. So when Anton said, I studied you, Corey, I knew right then and there, it's going to be an easy catch. Corey is an easy fish to catch because I don't have to study Corey to know his easy triggers. He's emotional. He don't like women. And when he think he's right and he likes to be right all the time, all you got to do is make him look like he's wrong and you can evoke a response. I don't even study this nigga, and I only got this off of the little clips I've seen over the years. So imagine somebody who studied Corey. So Anton goes over there. They have the heated discussion about the left versus the right, black versus white. Corey makes some good points about Anton. Anton does seem to be ran by somebody who he can't speak about. He don't like speaking about white men because obviously they run his ass. Corey made a point. However, Anton and Corey are one and the same. They basically two mirrors going back and forth with each other. So fast forward, Anton and Corey get into it because Corey says Anton kisses the ass of white men, and then Corey says Anton says that Corey sucks the D of black people. This caused them almost to go to blows, and this is the worst part. In the midst of them almost coming to blows, Corey caught himself because he realized, wait a minute, this is a game. This nigga trying to set me up for the okie doke. He caught himself and he did not hit the man, which was a good thing. Or at least he thought. Remember, Anton studied Corey. He studied him. If I can't get you here, I'm going to get you there. That's why I did my whole live stream with the chess versus checkers themes. A lot of you niggas operate in a checkers mindset. All y'all want to do is jump over people to get bigger. That's all you care about is the jump. I know I done played checkers as a kid. The biggest, funnest part of the game is when you get king. King me. Because once you get king, all you get to do is jump over everybody as much as you want, and it gives you a false sense of power that you really don't have. Anton played chess while Anton played chess while Corey and the gang was playing checkers, and obviously still are. Because right after all of this goes down, video surfaces of Anton putting his hands on a woman, Christina Payne. And this is the gag. I went over this video and showed y'all this, and I went and played them side by side. Corey Holcomb in both situations left his own personal space and went and violated another person's personal space. He did that with Christina Payne, and he also did that with Anton Daniels. The only difference is when he did it with Christina Payne, he could not contain himself. He ended up putting hands on that woman. Rather it was a hit or a mush, it does not matter. Corey is a man. Not on top of that, he's a man. He's a boy, like my mama say, with muscles. He's 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I don't know how tall this nigga is. 200 and some odd pounds. There's nothing that anybody can say that is going to justify him putting his hands on that woman. There's nothing she can say to make me believe that Corey should have mushed her and not did nothing to Anton after he told them the SMD. But the Corianas and the Coriels, they like to suck the D of Corey, and they can't hear no wrong about this nigga, even when the evidence is in 4K. Now, fast forward, Anton was able to get Corey to crash anyway because Corey came on the internet between 20 and 30,000 people and basically said all type of disrespectful, disgusting things about Anton Daniels' daughter, who is underage. And Corey's dumbass thing, because he has free speech, he he gets to say these things without damages or punitive or without repercussions. And that's not the truth. Yes, you have freedom of speech. But if your speech damages someone else, then you are held liable. I ain't even a lawyer, and I know that. Corey has gone on to say things about this man's daughter. And then on top of that, Corey had the windmill on the fact that the video was resurfacing from TMZ of him putting hands on the woman, Christina Payne. Corey was 1,000% wrong for doing that, because as a man, there's nothing that woman could have said that would have justified him putting hands on that lady. Now, fast forward, because Corey don't realize that he's putting himself in hotter water than he should be. Fast forward, Anton, I hadn't heard much from Anton Daniels, but I don't watch Anton Daniels to say. However, everybody has been waiting for Corey to speak. The first time Anton came out here and antagonized Corey, he did it for 7 days. Corey came back. You would think he would have thought about this thing and came up with something clever. You thought Corey would have came back and found a way to get rid of Anton. Nope. He came back and crashed out. Now there's a high possibility that Anton Daniels is going to sue Corey. And I think he should. Because I don't think it's right that grown-ass men speak under the clothes of young women, of young people, period. Okay? Now, again, another 7 days have passed, and you would think Corey would come back with a different game plan. Nope. Corey came back with the same shit he left with. And this is the worst part. He hasn't even learned the lesson. He be saying little stupid shit like, I'm a soldier of God. No, you not. No, you not. You are an abusive, big-ass, overgrown kid who can't control your hands. Oh, no, you can control them. You can't control them when it comes to women, or bitches, as you call them. But you find all sense of self-control when you're in front of another man, even one who looks to be inferior, like Anton Lil Bitty-ass Daniels. So here it is. You come back after another 7 days. It's 14 days, and we find out Corey Holcomb has been going through it. According to Corey Holcomb, he has been literally sick to his stomach because he feels like he is being attacked by TMZ and some lady named, what her name is? Christine, whatever, Holly, whatever the lady name is. He gonna keep telling y'all. Mind you, Corey doesn't deny putting hands on the woman. Corey wants to deflect from the fact that he put hands on a woman and bring up a whole host of people to discredit this lady's character. And let's just say everything everybody said about her character is right. Let's say all of that is true. What does that have to do with Corey being a big ass man putting his hands on that woman? You see, the reason why Corey couldn't eat, sleep, or shit for the last week is because Corey knows his days are numbered. All that nasty, vile, disgusting, horrible, harmful shit Corey has done over his 16 years and probably more and counting in his career, it is catching up to him. And what I seen Corey do is latch on to any and everybody he could on all these live streams to save him. And none of them are going to be able to save him. Darlene ain't going to be able to save him. Craig ain't going to be able to save him. None of the people he pulled up there is going to be able to save him. And this is how stupid y'all is. Y'all letting Corey throw y'all under the bus every freaking live stream. And he know he doing it because he'll say stuff like, I'm about to put you out there right quick. Darlene, I'm about to throw you under the bus right quick, but you don't have to say nothing, though. Hey, I can't say it, but I'm going to let you say it. You say it. He's holding on to dear life for anybody to help him and save him, when the fact of the matter is he can't be saved. Your time is up, nigga. The time is up. And this is the worst part. Anton gonna get his too. But right now, Corey, it's your turn. It's your turn. And to bring all these people on here to disparage this woman as if it makes any reason for you to hit her is crazy to me. Even if she's a horrible, evil bitch. What does that have to do with you being a man and leaving your personal space and putting your hands on her? You gonna pay for that, bruh. I don't give a damn who y'all like. He gonna pay for that. He not gonna get to walk away without paying for that. And he's paying for it right now. That's why the Corianas and the Coriels is windmilling with their head down. But Voodoo, he already talked about that. I don't give a damn. Now we got pictures. We got videos. He gonna pay for that. And all them ducks, all them hoes coming on his channel trying to get on, because everybody that's on there to get on. Everybody that's trying to get on gonna go down with him. And let me say this to the lady, Miss Lips, who was over there auditioning for Darlene's job with her duck ass. Darlene on here telling us, well, I don't agree with Corey and his behavior on the podcast, but I do agree that Corey is a horrible human being. However, I don't think that he's violent. Yes, he slapped me across my head. Yes, he's called me every slut, bitch, and hoe on this side of the Mississippi. But I still don't think he's violent. Right after you said that, here come Miss Lips. Yeah, because that hoe, you know what? Corey do hit bitches. He don't hit women, but he hit bitches. And I'm on Corey's side. This hoe over here auditioning for your job, Darlene. She about to take it too, because Corey didn't too particularly like you over here not taking his side. And Craig, let me get on Craig. Go home, Craig. Craig was on the DI's list again, like Junior. This Craig, the whole life. Get me up here. I gotta say this part. This Craig, the whole life. Can I say something? No. All right. Well, let me say something. Do you know what conjecture is? Do you know what contemporary conjecture is? Hold on. Let me get a shot. Do you know what contemporary conjecture is? See, what contemporary conjecture is when a contemporary person in the lane of the politics, they bring it over to the streets in the contemporary, in this court. I don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. And look at Craig. Back to Junior. Go home, Craig. Don't you have pneumonia? God is trying to tell you something, nigga. Go home. But you know what? You can't even go home, because Corey the type of nigga where he want all hands on deck, and you can't even go home and cure your pneumonia. If Craig probably told Corey, I need to sit out this week, Corey gonna lose his mind, because Corey need all the help he get to latch on to hope that somebody can help him out. The nigga desperate. So poor Craig can't even go home and have pneumonia in peace. He got to be on stage like this. It's a whole war going on 5150. Look at Craig. Now you gotta die on the 5150 show. Nigga, go home, Craig. Go home. You got up from the table. I thought you was going and you came back. Go home, Craig. We don't want to hear your definition of no goddamn contemporary conjecture. You ain't add shit. You ain't take nothing from it. Go home, Craig. Please. I'm so tired of Craig. Go home, Craig. You ain't adding nothing. You ain't taking nothing away. Go lay down. I'm pretty sure the doctor told you that, Craig. Go lay. Please. Go rest your pneumonia. You can't be on the show with Corey. Corey is healthy. You need to rest your pneumonia. Girl, I'm so tired of Craig. Every time I look up Craig on his Junior, get your ass, get out. Bitch, I wish I would have been on the production team, or bitch, security or something. Bitch, I would have had somebody, bitch, I'd have plucked a roach in your mouth. Bitch, that'll wake you up. Get your ass up. Craig, get up. Shit. I'm tired of looking over that. And look at Darlene. She's scared because Miss Lips about to take her job. Yeah, you up next, Fat. You up next. Girl, I was so mad looking at the 5150 show last night. Girl, please. I was saying all type of stuff, screaming at my phone, looking at Craig and Darlene. At any rate, we're going to go over a few things that Corey had to say. Let me say this. Corey, you coming on here finding all these people to disparage that lady told me everything I need to know. You are the evil nigga that you say you are. And you said it. Yeah, I could live better. That's God and your ancestors tapping you to tell you to sit the fuck down and chill out and do right by life. See, all the things you've done in the past, Corey, is catching up to you. And that's the problem. And you don't want to pay the piper. But the fact of the matter is the debt is already paid. You gonna pay this piper. And he knows it. That's why he on here hollering, they ruining my reputation. They trying to ruin my career, my reputation. Nigga, fuck your reputation. You need to learn as a man to keep your hands to yourself. But I know you know that because you did it with Anton. You knew then to keep your hands to yourself, but you didn't know it when you was in front of the lady. To Miss Lip, to all them whack-ass comics who came on there trying to suck Corey's D to get him on a good foot so they can go on the next tour, y'all ain't gonna never make it neither because y'all there for bad reason. Y'all don't even believe in Corey. Y'all don't even like Corey. All you niggas is there to get an opportunity so somebody could see y'all singing or do a show at one of them whack-ass comedy clubs that ain't nobody gonna see. And Miss Lips, girl, you looked at a mess. I'm going to get on you next. Let's get into Corey a little bit. Y'all watch this nigga. Pay attention. Don't listen to what he says. I mean, listen to what he says, but pay attention to his body language, the things he say, and you can tell the nigga is terrified.
I want to say this about Corey Holcomb. I have never been able to punch any woman in my lifetime. Now, in 5th grade, I had a fight with a girl. She was a bully. She was bigger than me, and we had a fight like that. So I probably swung when I was in 5th grade. But I'm saying, real talk, I'm a comedian, so I try to be funny, but this is the truth. I have never punched a woman in my life. And all of the people who know me,
pause, because he's being very, very slick with these words. I tell y'all, words are powerful. I have never, ever punched a woman in my life. What about what you deem to be a bitch or a hoe or a slut or a girl? Because see, Corey, he really messed his case up a lot last night. The lawyer, whatever attorney that was that had him on here, that he had on there, told him not to speak on the case, and Corey let everybody else speak on the case, and he spoke around it. He really put a lot of monkey wrenches in his own case. Let me say that. He think he being smart, but he's being dumb as a box of rocks. Now, Corey gonna get on here and say, oh, I never hit a woman. Whether it's hit, mush, woman, or bitch, you put your hands on that female. But what Corey wants to do is play around all of this other shit so that we can look at everything else except the fact that he put his hands on that woman. And Corey, you gonna pay for that. You're not about to leave here without paying for that. You got to pay for that.
who've been watching this show 15 years, 16 years, whatever, you have an idea of who I am. Because there's a lot of people who have no idea who I am, so I can imagine them saying whatever with the information that's been put out there about me. I can imagine them saying, Corey is this, Corey is that, but I just want to put that out there because there's a lot of people who don't know me, and I want to be able to say that for myself, and I thank God I have a platform to say that for myself, because I am going to talk about why this stuff is happening to me, how unfair it is for a conglomerate in media such as TMZ to launch this type of attack against a comedian with a...
And this is what pisses me off, because I would have much rather, and I get it, he can't come out and admit it, but for you to turn the situation where we see actual, unless Corey is gonna, the only thing Corey can tell me to make me understand any of this is if Corey say this video is AI and this is not real. Unless the video is AI, Corey, you are using a major deflection tactic that's not going to work for you in the long term, because we don't care about the people attacking you. That's one thing. That's a whole other situation we could deal with at a later date. The problem at hand is the video footage of you putting your hands on the woman. And see, I noticed that Corey took the audience on a whole roller coaster around everything, and he tiptoed around the woman, kind of saying, yeah, I put my hands on her, but I didn't. But at the end of the day, you're not addressing what we here for. Why did you put hands on that woman? Mush, push, hit, it doesn't matter. We don't care about these lawyers with Rock Nation. We don't care about none of that. As a quote unquote so-called man, why did you feel the need to put hands on that woman? I know why. Because you one of them hoe ass niggas who love putting your hands on women. You never fight men. These type of men, you never see them going back and forth with other men. You can see them now do it on the internet because they got the internet between them. But you never see them in heated discussions and arguments with other men. Whenever a real man comes around, they typically cower away like a little kid. But they always got the most to say about women. They always most emotional about women. They always putting their hands on women. You never see. Matter of fact, you can ask people who grew up with them. Never had a fight with a boy in their life. But they always putting their hands on women. That's Corey. That's why he's, even with Anton Daniels being half his size, he knew not to swing on Anton. But in front of this woman, you swing. Nigga, we don't give a damn about Rock Nation or none of that. All we want to know is, why do you get on here and feel the need you can put your hands on women? I don't care about none of that ugly ass shit. Why you think you could put your hands on this woman, lie and say at first you didn't put your hand, allegedly. They say you allegedly lied and said you didn't put your hands on her. Then it turns out that, oh, she did this, she did that, she hit me first. We still don't have that footage. Then it went to, oh, I just mushed her. You gonna pay for that, Cole? Oh yeah, Cole, you gonna pay for that heavy.
YouTube page that I don't even get money like that for this page. But as I talked about before on my show, with things that happened with me and somebody who I allegedly did something like punched, this has all been talked about on my show. And I am telling you, I did not lie about anything, and I believe the truth is about to be shown that I did not lie about anything. And I'm bold enough to say this: I have reached a point in my life of maturity where I don't really like to lie about nothing. I feel stupid after I lie. I feel like an idiot after I lie, because I've been truly blessed to. Somebody said to me, like, a lot of guys been calling my phone, Corey, if you want to make it to your dreams and stuff like that, you got to do this. I'm like, I've already made it to my dreams. I could take care of I can send my mama money. I got a place to stay. I got people in my corner. What? I know people think you're supposed to have lavish things like $1 million cars and all like that. I'll take it if I get it, but I got to get it the way that is righteous. So I'm just saying, all you people who think I'm trying to make it to my dreams, I've made it to my dreams. That's why you're watching me right now. So listen, I have acquired help in my situation because my situation is crazy now. My reputation has been destroyed.
But remember, the only thing destroyed, Corey's reputation is the video footage of him putting his hands on the woman. This is the craziest part. Everything else is hearsay. All that other shit is hearsay. The very thing that has destroyed his reputation is the 4K video footage of him putting his hands on the woman. It's not even the situation back and forth with him and Anton. The lawsuit between him and Anton didn't even kill his reputation. It's the video. It's the video, bro. Do you see how this, and let me tell you why I know Anton was smart when he said he played chess, when he said he studied him. You don't think them people knew that Corey already had this lingering in the background? Let's go into conspiracy theory mode. If I'm the powers that be and I want to set this up, we study Corey. We know Corey got some skeletons in his closet. Say, Anton, go over there and antagonize him. All right. Keep antagonizing him. Keep antagonizing him until we tell him. till you tell you stop. Anton antagonized. Oh, I would have beat Corey. I would have whooped Corey. Boom, 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 boom. And then Corey come on the internet and he takes the bait. Your daughter this, your wife that, your side chick that. And then boom, there go the tape. That shit ain't no coincidence. If I'm the powers that were, this why I came here. Anton, yeah. The little girl, whatever. This is why I'm here. And if I'm the powers that be, I got more in the clip. Because you see, I don't come with just one. I got more in the clip. Y'all still haven't caught on yet. Corey haven't caught on yet. All of this was set up to get you right here. And this is the worst part. I tell y'all, like with Diddy, they don't kill you with lies. They kill you with your truth. A lie can be easily debunked. Whenever them people ready to get you up out the paint, they go get your truth. They don't go get your lies. That's why this nigga on the internet talking about everything and everybody except the truth. The video. You get it? That's just if I'm a conspiracy theory or theorist and I was the people that wanted to get you. This what I would have did. So go ahead on and name all these people, Corey. But ain't nobody messing what you ruined your reputation when you couldn't hold your hands to yourself. You did that. Yes, the people might have put it out there for us to see. But at the end of the day, unless you're going to tell me some angels in the outfield came and picked you up from where you were standing, put you in front of Christina Payne's face and grabbed your hand and made you push that lady, it is all your fault. But let him finish deflecting.
I've never gone through anything like this. If you wanted to get me, let me tell you, you finally got me. Corey Holcomb, the human part of Corey Holcomb is starting to show itself. I want to apologize to the people in Hartford, Connecticut this weekend, my first show Saturday. They thought something was wrong with me. They thought I was, one dude said, he on dope. Because I was trying to medicate myself with Bear aspirin. I had some ibuprofen. I had all kind of stuff in me because I couldn't really sleep because I'm watching what TMZ was doing to me. I really couldn't sleep.
You know what that remind me of? Y'all put a 3 in the chat if you remember being a child in school back in the day. And the teacher called your parent and your mama get on the phone and say, oh, you little motherfucker. You done had that white lady call me when I'm at work. See, when I get home, I'm going to whoop your motherfucking ass. Put a 3 in the chat if you ever had that happen. Bitch, when I tell you your stomach, listen to me and listen to me good. You want to talk about fear? Bitch, it better not be in the morning because now I got to go the whole day. Bitch, I'm about to poo on myself. What the fuck? Like, bitch, that's what Corey was feeling. That's what Corey was feeling. That's why Corey was saying I couldn't eat. I had to take medicine. I couldn't sleep. He got that fit. We all done been there, girl. We done all been around there. Yay. Yay. Your mama done already whispered on that phone. See, when I get off, I'm going to walk your ass like a dog. Bitch, you in there. Ooh. Now you back at the table. You don't want to say nothing, bitch. You doing your work. That's Corey. Corey is going through that moment. That's why he on here talking about why he done passed out at the damn show. He done messed up his whole show in Hartford, Connecticut because he know that ass whipping waiting for him when he get home. Just like mama used to say when the teacher used to call at the schoolhouse. He know he got an ass whooping waiting for when he get home. Yeah, he got the bubble guts. Now that nigga over there, he can't eat, his stomach cramping. You feel what I'm saying? I know I done been there. I know how that feel. Girl, I know exactly how that feel. Girl, the days go by so fast. Don't the time go by fast when you know your ass whooping on the way? Child. So let's let him finish telling us about how he feeling waiting on his ass whipping. Let me back him up a little bit.
You finally got me. Corey Holcomb, the human part of Corey Holcomb is starting to show itself. I want to apologize to the people in Hartford, Connecticut this weekend, my first show Saturday. They thought something was wrong with me. They thought I was, one dude said, he on dope. Because I was trying to medicate myself with Bear aspirin. I had some ibuprofen. I had all kind of stuff in me because I couldn't really sleep because I'm watching what TMZ was doing to me. I really couldn't sleep.
TMZ didn't do that to you. You did that to you. When you left your personal space and you went and touched it in front of that lady and you put your hands on her, you did it. All TMZ did was push it out to the algorithm. But that's you in the video. That's your body and that's your choices and your decisions. You did that. TMZ ain't do that.
I caught the flight from LA to Hartford. Normally by then I collapsed. But I couldn't really sleep. I just kept, because I'm watching everything that's happening to me. I'm like, yo, they saying what? Okay, so when I was on stage for the second show on Saturday, I apologized to my people in Hartford, and I appreciate the way y'all was clapping when my friends, Foolish and Maurice, came and grabbed me, because I was nodded off in the chair and threw up.
What?
Because I hadn't eaten anything, and I put.
Yeah. I remember one time the teacher called my mama, because I never got in trouble for schoolwork. I used to get in trouble for my mouth. Yeah, they used to say I talk too much. My behavior was bad, not because I did nothing, my mouth, as you can see. But anyway, I remember one time I got small back with the teacher, and she called my mama. My mama said, because my mama didn't work. So my mama just was like, when I get home, that's your ass. My mama didn't work nowhere else. And she didn't mind coming down to school. The teachers had to tell her, don't come. You see what I'm saying? But I remember one time my mama said, when you get home, that's your ass. See when he say, oh, I couldn't eat. See when he said I couldn't eat and I had to take something to hold it. That's exactly what he was talking about. That right there. Because you know that ass whooping is waiting for you. Corey can't blame this on nobody but Corey. If Corey never left his own personal space and put his hands on that lady, Corey would just have a regular back and forth with Anton Daniels. He'd probably be going back and forth with the stuff with the little girl, and he'd be going on about his way. But Corey decided to put his hands on somebody, and now the footage is out, and now Corey can't eat, he can't sleep, he can't breathe. Breathe, nigga, breathe. I need you to take good deep breaths. Because this is your new reality. Yeah, like Cat Williams said, all lies will be exposed. Everything dark, we are in the age of Aquarius. Everything dark coming to the light, eh?
Okay, so when I was on stage for the second show on Saturday, I apologized to my people in Hartford, and I appreciate the way y'all was clapping when my friends, Foolish and Maurice, came and grabbed me. Because I was nodded off in the chair and threw up.
What?
Because I hadn't eaten anything. And I put that medicine on my stomach. I didn't have no appetite because I was watching what's being said about me all over the goddamn internet and everything. TMZ, I can't beat TMZ. If TMZ say it, most people gonna believe it. So.
But TMZ didn't say anything. They didn't say anything. They just showed us the video. See, you see how people can rewrite the narrative in present time? TMZ didn't say shit. They put the video out, and then they did an interview with the girl who you hit. What do you mean if TMZ say it, we gonna believe it? Again, unless Corey come back and tell us this video is AI and it's not real and this never happened, I am of confusion as to why he feel like he's being attacked. It's what you did.
I just want to let Sean Holly, who is in the dark trying to hide, I'm letting you know, I'm gonna bring you out. I know what you've done to me. It's really foul what you did to me. And I can prove it. I can prove it. I just can't talk about the case right now. But I can prove what you've done to me with your friend Harvey Levin at TMZ. I can prove it. And I have a brother who I've acquired, a lawyer that I'm so grateful for. He's helped me in the past. And this dude, I just want to let y'all know, man, I don't get emotional about nothing, but I ain't never been under attack like this.
This nigga said he under attack, bro. You can't make this up. He is victimizing himself when he is the villain in this situation. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I believe that he could be getting attacked by this Sean Holly woman and the TMZ people? Probably. My problem is they using your truth, though. They not lying on you. It would be if TMZ was lying and they made this up, then I would be Team Corey and I'd be saying cancel TMZ. But that's not what they doing. They took real things, real events from you that you did, and they put it out there. Could there be underlying reason why they did it? Absolutely. But the point is, they still use your own actions against you. How are we here? How did we get here to Corey feeling like now he's the victim? You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't hold nothing down. You taking medicine, passing out on stage and shit. Why? Because you know the truth and the chickens have come home to roost. That's why. That's why. Because the chickens have come home to roost. Corey has made a living off of his comedy, and I'm pretty sure comedy comes from truth. I tell y'all, truth is a mad day and a joke. Corey has made a living talking about the most heinous shit in his comedy. He does really dark, evil comedy, and he makes it comedy, but he talks about horrible things, making women get abortions, killing women, beating women, all types of shit. And he done talked that shit up for 16 years, and now we're here. Now we're here. Because I'm pretty positive a lot of those things he put in his skits were the truth. Because Christina Payne said that you mentioned before hitting her, somebody need to get her. Allegedly, this is what she said. She said, you said somebody get her before I super sock this bitch. And then you turned around and did the same thing right after you said it. Nigga, you a evil nigga and you about to pay. The chickens have come home to roost and it's your turn. All the Corianas and the Coriels in the chat who feel some type of way because you either just hate Anton or you feel some type of way because you don't want this to happen to Corey. This is Corey's karma. This is Corey's karma. And if you want to get in the way to stop Corey from getting his karma, you will receive your own share of his karma as well. Corey should have never put his hands on that woman. Period, point blank. But I'm pretty positive she ain't the first woman he done put his hands on. And knowing this type of weird ass nigga, she ain't gonna be the last woman he put his hands on. Hoe ass, bitch ass nigga. I know niggas like him. Real men come around, they get quiet. Them niggas. Yeah. When the real man come around, niggas like that get real quiet. I'ma talk when he leave, though. When the real man leave, then they got all of this to say. That's them type of niggas. Weird ass, lame ass niggas. When the real man come around, these niggas grow small. They hold their head down. Nigga, hold your head up. Talk to that man like you be talking to these women. They don't never do that. Weird ass niggas, lame ass niggas. And I don't give a damn how big Corey is. He a big old soft piece of Charmin tissue. Big old box of Charmin. Big old Pillsbury Doughboy, soft as a box of cotton. Weird ass nigga. Say what I said. And I don't feel and anybody feels some type of way want help but for Corey. Fuck you too. And I said what I said. I don't give a damn about Corey or Anton. And this is another thing too. Now he done made up this shirt calling this man an ape and his family and all of that apes. Let me say this. He really is hiding under this free speech shit. Corey is sticking himself deeper and deeper in the hole. He just don't even know it. You done went printed up them t-shirts with what seems to be Anton Daniels and his wife and daughter, and then you put monkeys on their face, insinuating that these black people are monkeys. I don't know where y'all get that monkey shit from. Where I'm from, we don't do that shit. But even still, what Corey doesn't understand is, yes, you have a right to freedom of speech, but you cannot sell products making fun of someone's image and likeness, especially one of a child. So you done put the girl on the shirt, duck, duck, goose. The wife and the daddy, maybe. But you done put the girl on the shirt and it's referencing all of the shit y'all done said online. They gon' dig in your ass, you punk ass nigga. You so stupid. Let's get into it. And he really made this thing way worse on him. He don't even know it.
So I made a shirt for, I hope that we get in touch with the lady who was unfortunately murdered, get in touch with her family. Because I made a shirt that I want to send everybody in her family, because, you know, he wants to talk about everybody else's family and kids, but if somebody say something about what might be something that touches his heart, he wants to control the way war goes. Let me tell him and everybody else, you not me. You not me. But this is dedicated to dude. We got a shirt that will be up for sale. Here it is.
And the shirt wasn't even funny. That's the crazy part. It wasn't even funny.
This is dedicated to you, Lane.
It says, hey, leave my family out of this. And this is supposed to be Anton Daniels. Now, these are animals. They're not real people. That look like a Bernstein bear. That look like a monkey. And that look like a forest fire animal. I don't know what this is. But this is the thing. Because even when you file for trademarks, they'll tell you, if you want to trademark an item and it has any reference to a person's name, image, or likeness, that is against the law. You can't do it. So I'm not no lawyer. But if I'm assuming you can't trademark something that references or maybe reference to someone's name, image, and likeness, then I'm pretty positive you can't do what you're doing. On top of that, the little girl, because Anton's daughter is a little girl, is still a minor. And you still find it humorous to put a monkey face on that little girl? And people think this shit is funny. This wasn't even funny. Now I'm starting to believe what Christina said. You be in the comedy club stealing niggas' jokes. I know, because the YouTubers do it on YouTube. They go around all these little bitty YouTubers and steal their content, steal their lineup, steal their one-liners. I know it. I know Corey around there stealing people jokes, because this what you came back with? This shit ain't even funny. It's not even funny. Like, Corey is the comedian. I'm expecting some, I ain't gonna say Cat Williams level comedy. Y'all remember when Cat Williams went up to that radio station with that lady and he obliterated her? I was expecting something on that level, because we have a professional comedian and then we got some random nigga. I'm thinking you're going to go to the drawing board and you're going to say something, it's going to come back and it's going to be good. But this goes to show me that this is the only reason he made it as far as he did, because how dark his comedy is. Not because he's funny, not because he's talented. And this is getting exposed now. This is getting exposed right now. He's not even funny. This shit wasn't even funny. And I hope you didn't sell them, because if you did, boy, you adding to the lawsuit. You are adding to the damage. You are adding to the doggone, what do you call it? What them people be calling it? The suffering, pain, and suffering. I hope you didn't sell it. You posting it on the video with 20,000 people in the chat was enough. But I sure hope you didn't sell it, dummy. You just adding to the damages. Go ahead on, keep adding. Let him finish. Because he think he did something.
Oh, that's cool.
This is dedicated to you, Lane. If you want me to, call me again. I'll send you one.
So that was Corey. Remember, Corey has 7 days between each of these streams to think of what he's going to say and to think of what he's going to do. And somehow every week, Corey still come back after 7 whole days like bald head Tony Braxton, and he does even worse than he did the week before. Who's surrounding this nigga? Who is advising this nigga? Here go the girl, Miss Lips. Now, let me say this about Darlene. Darlene, you slow as a turtle. Darlene, you know, came on here and said that you don't appreciate Anton's behavior when it came to him and Anton. Not Corey about to fire your ass. And Miss Lips saw it. Now, Miss Lips, let me give y'all a backstory on Miss Lips. And I don't know her. I'm just telling you from what I seen off the live. Miss Lips was another comedian who allegedly was there, I want to say was there, during the incident between Corey and Christina Payne. Now, Corey brings on Miss Lips and a few other comedians to basically corroborate the fact that Corey's a good dude and Miss Christina Payne is a horrible person. Every single person that came on here to say that, oh, she's a crackhead, she's a meth head, what they call it, the meth side of the family or whatever the case. She's always on drugs, she's hot. They say all type of things. She's fast, she's everything except the fact that Corey hit that lady. But Miss Lips, another black woman, and let me say this, all I saw when everybody who came up there, I don't give a damn who on there, with every single person sitting next to Corey, all I saw was people who are either too afraid to have their own mind or people who just would rather be on it by any means necessary. And they would rather suck Corey's D. They would rather get on here and go against their own personal beliefs and convictions to get next to Corey because everybody want to get on. That's what I saw. Ms. Lips, the other dude, both of the other two comedians, all of these niggas is trying to get on. And they going to do and say whatever they got to do and say to get on. Now, let's get into Ms. Lips. Ms. Lips is on here to tell us that Corey is not, well, that Darlene said Corey not who we thought he was. But Ms. Lips is going to admit to us that Corey hit the lady. And not only did she say he hit her, she says Corey didn't hit a woman, he hit a bitch. I guess that's supposed to make it better. Mind you, this is another black woman. There's a black woman that's going to get on here and tell us that Corey didn't hit a lady or a woman, he hit a bitch. And then Corey's going to come back and say, that's right. He ain't going to say that's right, but he's going to kind of agree. Let's get into it.
That ain't the one. Not in her face. See, don't let motherfucker get y'all square online. Right. Cake ass niggas play online. But when they in front of you,
none but respect.
Something different happened to them.
None but
that
niggas,
was seen on the show 2 weeks ago.
They always Miss Lips, what's up? Even the ones that don't like me.
And you know they don't like you, right?
Me.
That fake ass shit.
You still gotta respect me.
Fuck
but
here.
Corey would never hit a queen. Never.
I hold him up.
He hit a bitch.
I hold him up.
He hit a bitch.
I hold him up.
He hit a bitch.
She said Corey would never hit a queen. He hit a bitch.
A horrible bitch.
Hey, anybody can get it if it get out of pocket.
There you go. Christina Payne. There you go, girl. Bring this to the courthouse. Because see, Corey was on here talking about how you wasn't supposed to be talking about it, but you breached this and I didn't hit her. I mushed her and she hit me first. Take that part right there. There you go. He just admitted that he hit her. There you go. And this the worst part. I told y'all the people that's on there trying to get on, I think they're trying to set him up even worse. Because let me tell you about the powers that be and were. They will put everybody around you and you think some of these people your friends when none of them are.
Oh my God. Period.
Anybody can get it. That's how I was bred. I am here to keep the peace. But if you bring war will come.
That's right.
Don't be talking about why you do that. Because you brought war. This is 5150, bitch!
Okay. For real. That's on God.
Hey, look.
She trying so hard to get that spot. Darlene, I don't know if y'all cool, but she trying to take your job, Fed. She gawking 10,000. Do you hear me? She want that spot. She want that seat, Darlene. And you know, Darlene, they say you ain't nothing but a pass around anyway. They say you don't say nothing. They say you just be sitting there looking old and decrepit anyway. Miss Lips trying to get your job. That's why she over there taking up for Corey like that.
Miss Lip, I'm here to tell you, that ain't the one. Not in her face. See, don't let motherfucker get y'all square online. Right. Cake ass niggas play online. But when they in front of you,
None but respect.
Something different happened to him.
None but
That was seen on the show 2 weeks ago.
Bitches, they always miss lips. What's up? Even the ones that don't like me.
And you know they don't like you, right?
Me.
That fake ass shit.
You still gotta respect me.
Fuck
But
out of here.
Corbin would never hit a queen. Never.
I hold him up.
He hit a bitch.
I hold him up.
He hit a bitch.
I hold him up.
He hit a bitch. A horrible bitch.
Hey, anybody can get it if it get out of pocket.
Period.
Anybody can get it. That's how I was bred. I am here to keep the peace. But if you bring war, war will come.
That's right.
Don't be talking about why you do that. Because you brought war. This is 5150, bitch!
Okay. For real. That's on God.
Hey, look, Miss Lip.
Last night's live was hard to watch. Why? Because Corey was Corey was literally breaking down in front of everybody, but trying to play like he wasn't. Corey took a whole bunch of people and had them come on to talk about how and this is the worst part. Most of the people that came on for Corey was beefing with Corey prior to coming on. Corey don't have a lot of friends in the industry. Almost everybody he pulled up there, me and him had a problem. Me and her had a problem. Corey don't have no friends. Corey know he's going down, and Corey's trying to hold on to whoever he can hold on his way down. Corey, you hit that lady. Unless you're going to tell us the video is AI, nobody set you up. Unless you're going to tell us Angel grabbed your hand and pushed you on that lady and hit her, nobody set you up, Fat. You are simply paying for the bad that you did. And I told y'all from the gate, this was all a scheme that not Todd, but Anton set up. And it worked flawlessly. Here we are. Now, I'm going to say it again. Because y'all think I'm just on here talking crazy. But I'm going to tell you, Black America, if I were you, I'd tread lightly on who you invite on your podcast. Because there's a whole system going around that's set up to screw you over. So I know y'all want to chase numbers, and I know y'all want to chase the bag. But you too can end up like Corey and Anton, because they both gonna get they just do. Oh yeah, Anton just faded the black just now. We were about Corey right now. And as Anton should, as a good chess player do, he's now sitting back waiting for Corey to make his next move. Because every move Corey has made has cost him a lot. Okay. So he's just sitting back letting Corey crash, because he's going to continue to crash. Corey going to have more people come on here and talk about how they used to hate him, but they like him now. And yes, he's a horrible, mean person, but I don't think he hit her. Or some people going to say, well, he hit her, but he didn't hit her. He mushed her. Or he didn't mush her. He just pushed her. Or he didn't push her. He just fell on her. Girl, it's going to go from here to there to everywhere. At the end of the day, Corey, you messed up. And your chickens are finally coming home to roost. Now, one thing I will say, Corey said out of his own mouth, he said, hey, I do know that I need to live better. So that tells me there's a glimmer of hope that maybe one day Corey's going to do right by himself and do better by the people around him. But I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Corey, you looked very nervous last night. As you should. I would be nervous if they had video out like that about me as well. But all I'm going to say is this. I don't feel bad for you. And Anton, you ain't slick. Your ass is next too. Okay? You got to know it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, it's funny how Saucy can reap all the industry benefits. Yeah, Chingy had to win. I think I suffered that. I read that one. Thank you so much. We the people 334. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm sorry. Did you say cement before it's mixed? Yeah, girl. That's how that girl looked it. The girl who was on there talking about black women are lazy. Somebody, girl. I be saying anything. Thank you for the super chat. Method to my madness. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Naturally beautiful. Thank you for the super chat. Says, hey boo, Chingy really is a good dude. My daughter was 13 and I took her to go meet Chingy, and right before she got to him, his security told him it was time to go. I yelled his name and pointed, and he called her over. And you know what? I could tell he a good dude. You could tell he a good dude. That's why I said, Chingy, don't worry about that. That rejection in the industry was for his protection. He seems like a good dude. Thank you for the super chat. Monique Harrison, thank you for the super chat. Says, girl, my son Eli wanted to say hi. Love you, boo. Hey, Eli. Hey, Eli. Love you, Eli. We love you. And thank you, Monique Harrison, for the super chat. Tell Eli I said hey and be good, okay? Thank you. Daisha, thank you for the super chat. Says, I got into it with Corey myself on his show. For real? For commenting on his BS, he had a lot to say about me, but his sound went out. Instant karma. And you know what's crazy? The girl Christina Payne said he got instant karma because when he got into it with her the first time, she said after that, he fell off his motorbike and broke both of his wrists. I said, ooh, that Christina girl, her karma don't play and it don't miss. Go ahead on, Christina. Nah, shout out to Daisha. Look like your karma don't miss neither. As it shouldn't. Keeping it culture, keeping it cute, Kiara. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. And hey, it's Trey. Thank you for the super chat. Says the other part is Corey Holcomb and his goons assaulted the security guard as he tried to protect Christina. Facts. Christina, Corey Holcomb thinks he's Diddy. Thought this vid was hidden, and that's the part. Thank you for bringing that out, Trey. That's the part. When Corey first came on here and was talking about the incident, remember, Corey didn't think we would ever see the video because the video wasn't up for grabs. As a matter of fact, according to Christina, she said when they did when he went out and did the court date and what do you call it? When he went and filed the restraining order. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be drawing blanks. She said they hadn't had the video yet. So if they hadn't had the video yet, then it would make sense why Corey came to the internet and talked the crap the way that he spoke it, because Corey, in his mind, it's not going to come out. And I'm pretty positive. Thank you, Trey. I'm also pretty positive Corey probably slid somebody a couple of dollars to make sure it don't come out. And then boom. Here come TMZ. But Corey, you getting exactly what you deserve. You should not have put your hands on that woman. I don't care who tied y'all on. I don't care who's right and who wrong. Corey, the chickens are coming home to roost. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Later, we will come back to the dollhouse. We will be Joce Super Scent and her husband and they beef. He's in jail, girl, for hitting her and the churn. And her son is bigger than him. So I want to know how this went. Y'all, I'm going to go back to the New Orleans side of Instagram and get some OT to find out what's going on. I will catch y'all later on at the dollhouse. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. Special shout out to the members. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Remember, don't pay it back. Always pay it forward. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.